Italy, Belgium, the Netherlands and Ireland have all agreed to suspend or review their relationships with the Zionist entity. So the pressure is working. So big up.
Challenge us today by the intensification of the atrocity.
Everyone has done this before. It's not an easy thing to organize. We come with our way.
We teach life, sir. We Palestinians teach life after they've occupied the last sky. We teach life after they've built their settlements and apartheid walls after the last skies. We teach life, sir. But today, my body was a TV massacre made to fit into sound bites and word limits. And just give us a story. Give us a human story. You see, this is not political. We just want to tell people about you and your people. So give us a human story. Don't mention that word apartheid or occupation. This is not political. You have to help me as a journalist to help you tell your story, which is not a political story. Today, my body was a TV massacre. How about you give us a story of a woman in Gaza who needs medication? How about you? Do you have enough bone-broken limbs to cover the sun? Hand me over your dead and give me the list of their names in 1,200 word limits. Today, my body was a TV massacre made to fit into sound bites and word limits and move those that are desensitized to terrorist blood. But they felt sorry. They felt sorry for the capital over Gaza. So I give them UN resolutions and statistics, and we condemn and we deplore and we reject. And these are not two equal sides, occupier and occupied.
Where being anti-genocide is penalized.
Right, my name's Aisha. We were here, a group of us, in April for a week for a non-stop picket opposite the US Embassy, calling out their complicity in Israel's genocide in Gaza. I don't think any of us expected that 6-8 months later we would be back and that genocide would not only be continuing, but it has spilled over into other parts of occupied Palestinian territory with the most aggressive military incursion into the West Bank since 1948. So we're here for that reason. We're also here because as the US elections draw nearer, it's a really important time to continue to bring pressure to bear on the US authorities, who are violating not only their own laws in their continued support, military, financial, diplomatic support of Israeli genocide and apartheid. They're violating their own laws and international law, but also they are reneging on their responsibility to stop it. So not only are they not stopping it, they're actually directly perpetuating it. And it's, you know, several experts over the last nearly 1 year have said that it's common knowledge that the US has the capacity to end this in one phone call, and we all know that. You know, where we've got estimates in terms of the civilian deaths in Palestine, the numbers that have been massacred is anywhere between sort of 40,000 plus, and these are all conservative estimates to the Lancet, the medical journal, which estimated 186,000. Just beggars belief, really, in what we are told is a international rules-based order, which frankly has just been binned by the very people that claim to uphold and propagate it. The banner that we have that faces directly across the road to the US Embassy is USA, this is your genocide. And our purpose is to continue to call them out for the fact that this is their genocide. So it's inspired by the 24/7 picket that was outside the South African Embassy in the 80s, from 1986 to 1990, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and that picket was there come rain, hail, shine, calling for the release of Nelson Mandela, who was at the time imprisoned by the apartheid South African regime, who then obviously went on to become president of South Africa once that regime collapsed. And we're very much inspired, and that was in London outside the South African Embassy, and this camp is very much inspired by that long-term commitment to justice. We will not stop. We are more organised, we are more emboldened, we are more committed, we are more united as a global movement of resistance for the freedom of Palestine and the Palestinian people. They escalate, we will escalate.